So today we're heading off to the Darwin Lions Club BeerCan Regatta 2025.
This is going to be crazy. This is my first time. Have you actually been before with all the time that you were in Darwin?
Yeah, I've been twice.
Crazy.
It is a day of hectic fun, a little bit of craziness, and a little bit more craziness.
Well, I don't know what to expect. I've actually come a little bit prepared. I've got my swimmers on because evidently you can actually swim today. You can swim today at Mindil.
Yes.
I don't know.
Snappy.
I'm confused. But as Mr. B said, we are on our way to the regatta. Absolutely brilliant, this event. It's been going since 1974. And fun fact, the reason they actually started it was to reduce the litter around the place.
Yep.
So basically with all the, do you want to call them boats? Because I think some of them aren't really seaworthy.
Yeah, so it's a mixture of boats made out of beer cans and also out of milk cartons. So the chocolate milk up here, they actually tape them all together and they make a sort of floating device, supposedly called a boat.
Yeah.
The judging was this morning. Unfortunately, we didn't get there in time.
We just want the action. We want the action.
Yeah, so the race is today. Last time I went, there was boats that capsized. There was boats that didn't even make it past the start line to start.
Yeah.
And it's just a day of fun.
Exactly.
There's tugs of wars, there's Ironmans, there's thong throwing competitions, there's...
We're going to try and capture as much as we can.
Sand building things.
Maybe there's throw a kid in the Darwin Harbour, just saying.
No, that'd be uncool. Anyhow, it finishes about 5 o'clock, the same time that the Mindil markets actually start. So it's a combo sort of day today.
Actually, we could stop in for a feed.
Yep.
That should be good.
We could.
And on a, I don't know, I still feel it's a little bit unsavoury. You know how you were talking...
the same time you're talking.
You know how you were talking about the milk cartons?
Yeah.
Yeah, up here, knock off a local.
Yeah, so... we'll see. Well, obviously, we'll get a poster with it saying knock off a local.
Yeah, if this seems like your thing, it is wild in the top end. So we're going to take you on an adventure. So stick around if it's something that you might be a little bit intrigued about. We're not going to reverse the whole way, are we?
No, just down our little pathway that we have at the family's home.
We are still camping. Yeah, we out at Howard Springs Way. We're absolutely loving it out here. So anyway,
we've been extremely lucky that our family has a couple of acres out here.
Oh goodness! Actually, I'm going to put my seatbelt on.
And last time we stayed at the caravan park, and this time the family said, "You are not staying at a caravan park.
You're on the block. You're on the block.
You're coming out. You're parking up. We're giving you power. We're giving you water."
Yeah, we've been so lucky.
Yeah, and we've enjoyed it out here.
Yeah.
So some days are a bit full on, and some days are just rest days. So
how bougie is this? We even got a gate key. I'll open that. Not sure how well I did on the thong throwing, but I made sure I actually got a camo one for Mr. B. So yeah, it was just $1 donation, so it goes towards a good cause. I think at that point I was actually maybe third. So anyway, we'll keep checking out the action. Silly question, but does this thing have four-wheel drive?
It doesn't have four-wheel drive, but it's got low gear mode.
But
just send it.
No. Yeah. I said, may as well try it. We're already stuck.
Yeah, absolutely. That's as we say. Just, give it a go, and if you don't give it a go, who knows? You never know. And yeah, do one.
This could be the next beach.
Yeah, you're going back, right?
Hey, grab those 2x4s. You can get one of those. Stick it under the back tire.
Boys, we're here.
Forward onto it. Get this one underneath.
Hey, are we pushing?
No, we're gonna go from the mat back here. We're gonna get it front.
Oh, wait, that back?
When in doubt, guys, you just get the US Marines to come, dig her out, push her out, and she'll be right.
Yeah, it's ready.
So we're gonna push it forward.
Forward.
1, 2, 3.
Wow, what a day. We're back where we started. Hope you enjoyed following us around on our adventures today at the Darwin Lines BeerCan Regatta 2025.
I've been quiet all day.
Oh,
I
yeah.
haven't been able to talk much because there's been too much music. But you know what? Some of you would probably have gone, holy moly, she's not even hardly said 2 words today.
Yep.
I don't think any of the patches have
No,
fallen off,
just-
Mr. B.
just
I think they're okay.
Just checking. But
What a day. It was pretty cool. I sort of did expect a couple more boats.
yeah. Last time when I went was over 20 years ago. There was probably about maybe 15 to 20 boats in the race.
I think a few things have changed since then.
Yeah, I think there's only 6 today.
Yeah.
6, but the Marines, they did a massive boat that was pretty good.
It was I'm sure you saw it, but they must drink a lot of Red Bull over there at at the base because it was really nicely done, I've got to say. Top job. And you know what? Those guys are the most polite Marines We've actually met them a couple of times
Yeah.
since being up
Yeah.
here in the NT. They're always very polite, love to have a little chat. So, yeah, definitely if you see any of them up here, yeah, give them the time of day because they actually love an Aussie chat, don't they?
Yeah, I think they're a bit of disadvantaged because they only had 8 and the team that won had about 18.
Yeah,
I
it was
mean,
close.
They did cut in front and then got pushed out of the way.
Yeah.
But they were doing well with only 8 to keep up. They were in front at the turning point.
Yep.
And then it was coming back. They had a little bit of a steering malfunction.
That's it, exactly. But again, in saying that, when the truck was bogged, that was just kept going and going. It literally was there for another 45 minutes. But again, the Marines were there. They were trying to help push it and shove it and what have you. So, yeah, I'm going to say it was definitely a really good day.
Yep. And the young kids that had the Paul's chocolate.
They were amazing.
It was shaped like a crocodile. One of the poor young fellas fell off at the start and he had to swim the bloody whole way and he only caught the croc's tail just before they finished.
Yeah, but then it fell off.
Yeah, but the poor kid, though, he was trying to go as fast as he could with a life jacket on, had to swim the whole bloody way. So he would have been tired at the end of it.
Exactly. And tell us in the comments too, like just because it was the BeerCan Regatta, would you have actually gone swimming there today? No, I didn't. Putting my big toe in was enough because I'm going to tell you a quick fun fact about crocodiles. If you were to even put your big toe in the water, they can sense your heartbeat for over 1 kilometre away.
Yep.
So, yeah, I reckon they were just maybe enjoying the BeerCan Regatta from a distance today. But, yeah.
I know the surf life-saving guys and there were a couple other boats out there that were patrolling near the reef. And I'm sure they had some alert system if they'd actually spotted anything unsavoury. Shark, crocodile, giant whale.
Absolutely. whatever.
Yeah, so it was well organised.
Yeah.
It was just very, very hot down there. I'm glad they had up some of the shade, but
cells.
next time I would have I should have thought about it. I would have taken
Umbrella,
my beach
esky
umbrella
bag. But
yeah, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it was well organised and everyone seemed to be having a whole heap of fun down there.
yeah, it was good. Put it on your list. Put it on your list. If it's something that you were thinking about, just do it. And on that note, we're going to end this adventure. We're going to catch up with you next episode.
Go on adventures. Have fun. Always please remember when you're out there, please be safe.
And see you next episode.